everyone, this is DS and Erin from the New Debate Times coming to you from our studio on April 29, 2022. Joining us today, we have two esteemed guests, Daniel Jin and Ava Shin, who go at each other's throats daily for entirely trivial reasons. But this time, the reason will be more important. They'll be debating where certain books should be banned.
We are sure the two people will be able to conduct this debate in a civilized manner.
Hello, DS and Erin, and I do hope that I won't die today.
Hello, thank you for having us, and may you rest completely assured that our debate will remain, as you put it, civilized.
Okay, let's please have hands off the kitchen appliances, put down that butcher knife, DJ, you two, Ava, and the hammer and the nail gun. And let's move on to our topic for today. Nowadays, banning media, especially books, is a big issue in the US. A number of movies and games have been banned or an age limit in place, and books are sometimes banned from entire schools and libraries.
And with good reason too.
I see you were a victim of civilian brainwashing. Literature is our freedom!
So calm down, guys, the debate hasn't even started yet. Anyways, as Erin said, one of the biggest issues these days are whether certain books should be banned. Books are actually considered to be positive material that educates people and give readers a new perspective of the world.
Yes, another believer!
But it is impossible to refute that there are some inappropriate books in the world that contain large amounts of inappropriate languages, violence, or sexual content.
Should we or should we not ban certain books? That's the debate topic for today.
Daniel or DJ will be arguing that certain books should be banned, and Ava will be arguing that no books should be banned.
First, DJ, please give me a 1.5-minute summary of your reasons why you think that certain books should be banned.
Sure. 13 Reasons Why led to a 28.9% increase in suicide rates in US youths. E.L. James's best-selling series 50 Shades of Grey has been shown to promote feelings and beliefs of hostile sexism. Although books are crucial to our society, certain books deserve to be banned for a variety of reasons. First, some books contain excessive amounts of violence, drugs, and sex that are unsuited for young readers, such as 50 Shades of Grey, which is centered around a woman having a harmful, dominant, submissive relationship with a man, and 365 Days, which, according to Erin, sexualizes rape. Next, other books contain inaccurate and biased information that may make the reader confused or have misunderstandings, such as Carry On and Eleanor and Park, both of which contain stereotypical LGBT and Asian characters respectively, and Of Mice and Men, which may lead people to hold inaccurate negative views about autistic and mentally challenged people. Still, other books convey negative and detrimental societal messages that may be a real threat to people, such as 13 Reasons Why, a book that idealizes suicide and conveys a message of guilt, tragedy, and blame.
Thank you. Now, Ava?
You are all victims of capitalism and are allowing the government to control you!
The debate argument, Ava, not the anarchist one.
In a world of self-censorship, we should have choice in what we read and listen to. George Orwell's 1984 shows a world famously dictated by a totalitarian government, which controls every aspect of life from nutrition to education to relationships to emotions. 1984 is a bleak message of self-censorship. Isn't this rather reminiscent of how controversial literature is banned from, as Ben Franklin once put it, the common stock of the earth? Self-censorship dehumanizes us. It completely discards personal freedom and our right to knowledge and free thought.
You're getting a bit off topic there.
You know what's funny? Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 is a dystopia where all knowledge and books are banned. I'll give you 3 guesses to what happened to the book itself. Yep, it was banned. Controversial, eh? Like I said, having someone else decide what you can and can't read is dehumanizing. So now you know the government can now control any and all aspects of our lives. It's not a grim prediction, the future is now. Down with Big Brother, give up on your dreams and die!
Wasn't that an anime reference?
So anyway, DJ argued that certain books should be banned because some books include inappropriate content or biased information which can make the readers confused and make them view inaccurate information. And Ava argued about we should have a choice of what we should read and listen to. By banning books, it completely discards personal freedom and right to knowledge and freedom of thoughts.
DS, please don't interrupt me again. Now I will ask questions to both sides of the argument. First, Ava, do you think young children should be allowed to read books that are controversial content such as aforementioned 50 Shades of Grey and 13 Reasons Why, even though there is a risk that others, including young children, will read the book and follow it?
Obviously no. However, put it this way, on social media apps such as YouTube and Instagram, there exists hours worth of inappropriate content. Does that mean we have to ban the whole site? Absolutely not! Age restrictions exist for a reason, and personally I believe that books with especially graphic or disturbing content should be under this category, like how you have to be a legal age to buy alcohol and cigarettes. Restricted books could be handled like these items, smuggled and hoarded along with my Communist Manifest, bought with absolute and necessary parental permission and approved ID.
But can age limits ever be well put in books? Anybody of any age could get their hands on those kinds of books anywhere. Also, the simple fact that some books are restricted means that they are effectively banned from younger readers. Even if books are put in the restricted section, section, anyone could find ways to circumvent the system. Harry Potter sneaking into the restricted section of the library at age 11 is a prime example.
Objection! The Harry Potter series would have ended at 3 books if people had bothered to tell Harry what was going on. Plus, as a Potterhead, you should be the first to know that Harry didn't go in there to find out what his spring awakening was all about. Furthermore, why is there an accessible or restricted section in the first place? Doesn't that kill the point?
How do you call yourself a fan of the series if you don't know that? The restricted section was locked, but Harry has magic, you know. Anyways, whatever might have happened, no adult ever bothered to tell Harry what was going on. Obviously because he was only 11 years old. And if you have a problem with Harry sneaking into the restricted section, look at Hermione, who's still in her 6th year and not even in the last year of school, and stole restricted books from Dumbledore's study. I also know that Hermione's actions were to kill Voldemort, but my point is, anyone can find a way to circumvent restriction system.
Thank you, DJ and Ava. DJ, do you think books related to freedom of speech, such as 1984, should be banned by the government? 1984 doesn't have any inappropriate content, but it was banned because it contained freedom of speech.
Well, actually, 1984 does contain inappropriate content. Some of you listeners may have read this book, but some heated action comes out in the later part of the book when the main characters assume that they are away from any observation. Also, containing freedom of speech is not the reason the book was banned. The book was banned in 1981 because it was pro-communist and contained explicit sexual matter, which it did, by the way.
Objection! Ironically, this book was banned in the Soviet Union for being anti-communist. Doesn't this coincide with my earlier point about self-censorship? Plus, banning the book for these reasons completely kills the point Orwell was trying to make.
Can't you last 1 minute without yelling out loud? So I'm not against freedom of speech. I was only saying...
You were saying?
Thank you, everyone. Now you may start your rebuttal speech.
We kind of already got it done, the rebuttal here.
Yeah, but I would like to make a few points about your argument, Ava. You said that in a world of self-censorship, you should have choice in what we read. How can anyone have choice in their reading if the whole world is being censored by the government? Are your choices your own, or are they being manipulated by the authors and publishers and bookstores in the literal product placement? Are anyone's choices their own? Banning inappropriate books from young readers isn't self-censorship. It's preservation of their childlike innocence and pure minds.
So to interrupt you there, buddy, childlike innocence is the expression applied with the tiny monsters we call miniature humans.
As I was saying before, Ava very rudely interrupted. Just a few books taken from the hands of minors won't kill their personal choice. They still have many books to choose from, and the banned books are banned only because they are harmful to the readers, who would willingly go push themselves into harm's way.
Me! And as it seems, you.
So I did enjoy 13 Reasons Why quite a lot.
So thank you for highly interesting verbal brawl over there. I hate to break up with the fun, but it's time of the essence, so now let's get on to our summaries. But before we start, we would like to thank our today's sponsor, Oscar Chang's YouTube channel, even though it's gonna eat up 20 seconds of our precious time.
Oh my, here we go.
The new Oscar Chang album is out now. Download Oscar Chang's new album, Changes, on any music platform.
No matter how I put it, it always leads back to being under control. Forget bad books, they're just the beginning. Soon all of humanity will be caged within 3 walls and be eaten by new giants, and we will rely on our greatest soldiers to dedicate their hearts for the true cause.
How can anyone be caged in 3 walls? Is it like a triangular prison fortress?
I'm sure a certain someone would be happy to explain.
Thank you, DJ and Ava, for joining us in the Need Debate Times and popping our eardrums and going totally off topic. It was a pleasant experience. Unfortunately, I think we have to end our debate right here. So the pro side argued that people shouldn't be allowed to read inappropriate content, and that the government should ban some of the books. And the con side argued that it was readers' freedom of choice what kind of books they're reading. Personally, I think the pro side's argument was valid because they used convincing reasons and good examples, such as talking about 50 Shades of Grey and 13 Reasons Why.
I think the con side was much better because even though there were a lot of interruptions going on, I still liked their arguments and it was understandable about how books should be not banned. But we both agreed that both sides of the argument were really convincing and understandable.
I agree with you. Both sides had a number of great arguments. Thank you for joining us today, DJ Neva.
Thanks for having us. I didn't think that I would live to tell the tale, but it's a pleasant experience not to die once in a while.
Come back here, we're not done yet. Time is a human creation and we are all slaves to it. Creativity is gone, luster is dead, and you are all slaves to your desires.
Wait, was there not another reference?
Hours and minutes may be of human origin, but a day is not of human creation. One day is simply one turn of the earth.
But the length of this debate is measured in minutes, which is a human creation, and proof that creation consumes the master.
Still another reference.
Then make this debate 60 divided by 12 times 24, and then make this debate 120th of a day, and that's not of human origin.
Thank you to listeners, and don't forget to tune into the New Debate Times for the next episode on next week, Thursday, 5 p.m.
Because one day is like that, one day is like that.